Hello my friend, Valorant Mundi here and welcome back to my channel. In this video we will enjoy the best plays and moments from VCT EMEA Stage 2 between the Turkish super team coming from Master Shanghai FUT Esports versus a team who didn't perform great in Stage 1 but show improvements by the end. Koi! This will be the first game of Stage 2 and I hope it will be great. As many of you know, my main PC stopped working, so I'm using a temporary one, and if you can, please donate me using the Patreon or PayPal. This will help me a lot.
Looks like a lot of aggression on that B site. Nade already out and blitzing in as Camo. A little bit of space taken, pushed back though by Mr. Fallen. A good return from that defensive side, but rotates on the way. It's going to be CNED and Mr. Fallen having to hold the fort while the rest of the squad makes their way through, and Mr. Fallen's being tagged terribly low. Both in fact falling just as the rest of the squad emerges in heaven, and Koi are isolating every duel, taking these players down and leaving a sliver of health as the only hope here in the pistol. Might not have been a good Stage 1, but they're kicking off Stage 2 with a pistol win. Unless Cracks has got one of the biggest clutches so far.
In Split 2.
Nah.
Split 2. You're going to have a lot of that today.
Yeah, I'm
this
not
one?
pretend like I'm a believer. Already going to be spotted out. And I'm liking the fact that a lot of respect is being shown. I think Koi have had a lot
They're
of
not giving any chance, that's
games
true, man. I like that.
in the last few weeks of Split 1, but they were never really able to get things over the line.
Oh, they're going back there.
Yeah. Oh, that was a little bit of a ruse from the side of Koi. They're running quite low on time with the spike still in main. 10 seconds left to cross over and get that planted. Still a defender on the site. They might think that they've dragged their rotations fully, but they haven't. The plant now attempted the smoke there,
What is Koi doing?
To run the clock all the way down. They've been played trying to push and pull the map, but
they're playing themselves, bro.
Position, and they find the round for it. By FUT deep into the round, no one needs to risk their life in the process, and as the trap is destroyed, now they know that fake on A was just a fake. There's plenty of steps making their way to the B site. Yedeje and Ada Captain are still ready to fight. Reinforcements are on the way. Cracks pulls out the ultimate as well. Thrash right up into heaven. Play through from Starzo, good for one, but they need something else to pull them back into this round. And with Starzo on 40 HP, and now another player dropped, it's just getting
that's
worse.
the round, man.
Only Shadow left to hold on against 4 players. A few seconds to get the spike planted. It's not even possible.
Timeout.
Well, now they're rotating, and the B side is under threat. Koi, a lot of presence here, but down below, Yedeje and Ada Captain are holding on strong until eventually they're put in their place, shut down, and it's a 3v3. This has to be one of the better positions Koi have found themselves in all season, Tom. And at this point, the plan should be secure. Other players are too far away to get involved in this. Mr. Fallen, he's not peeking. It's all good. And Thrash, is it going to site? I thought they'd keep it for a little bit later. They want to take this retake right here and now, and already one player is going to be seized by it.
Okay, Camo.
Up in their face.
Good round, man.
Another kill for Camo. He's eventually put down. CNED on the site, cracks up top, and it's a perfect combination. Again, they're able to make that retake happen, and Koi left in the dust. Sad, the scary, I don't even know what I want to go with. The terrible thing about this is you have to use a showstopper off rip and get 4 kills for the team to have a chance. You have to rely on Cracks whiffing. Let me just say, you have to rely on Cracks whiffing to have a round. That's not great.
Camo has been...
Spike planted.
Koi are going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. 5 players up in heaven. Now they start to look elsewhere. In fact, it might be 5 players towards screens. FUT held down, 2 on site, 2 to the bottom of ramp as well. They won't get contact in the initial fight, and they'll be smoked off as well. Okay. Koi's utility is working for them, sectioning off some of these fights. They even catch out a Captain in the open. That's a free kill to follow up on, and they know that CNED's close. It doesn't stop him from the first, and the lack of ammo is all that seems to separate them.
Okay, good pistol, Koi.
On site leaves only Yedeje. With the defuse underway, a lot of players going to be body blocking,
good pistol, man.
Fire right his way up and through heaven. And it looks like it's pushed Shados back, not caught him either, so he's safe to fall back. Not in the best position as far as retrieving it. The nade is good.
Almost died, man.
Managed to escape the height difference, making it they're both low. The difference on the way through. CNED's already taken site control. There's a stun not online just yet from Mr. Fallen. I thought it might be
CNED needs to step it up, bro. I love him, man. Since Master Shanghai, I feel like he's underperforming.
Through instead, they'll wait for the rest of the squad, and they're just coming through heaven right now. But here comes the Thrash to delay them even further.
I think maybe baited out a little bit by the fake out. Shados had to play passive because of how low he is, and the rest have all gathered up to try and bring this one back. The only piece of utility online though is going to be that C's. Well,
that was nice.
Already
only Shadow left.
Getting dropped. Shadow trying
no money for Koi, man. 10-6.
Timeout.
Reacting to this A take, and while an ultimate will be expanded by Starzo, what's the plan to work around it? We'll presumably see some utility fired through to support him, or else this flash is going to have to be damn near perfect. It's CNED that he's looking to challenge the flash. CNED's turned the other way. It's the easiest kill of his life. At least the return is there, but Rolling Thunder used up in heaven. It's actually caught Shados, who dies of falling damage.
By the way, this is quite epic, man.
Guns! This is ridiculous environmental hazards, what they're relying on to win this game. FUT have got it all except for the players. It's all down to Yedijay.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I got it.
Already. Here comes
no?
Stop.
But they still got it.
And they will.
Man, what is this game, bro?
Just about from the jaws of defeat. Straight up into the waiting hands of Yedijay and CNED. The first foul, showstopper. Oh, he waits. The patience. Gravino tried to play him. But instead, FUT have found themselves an A site. Free as can be. Heaven is completely abandoned. Camo goes to step up, but he's not going to be here in time with the smoke blocking him off. At least the nade goes through. Look at that little gap. Tiny gap to fire right back in. It almost works to Camo's favor, but Mr. Fallen puts him down.
Yeah, now they get the save. CNED still watching.
CNED, man. Nice.
About diving in and getting 4Ks while
Shadow, 1v4, no money. Maybe point for FUT. Why? I don't like what I said, man. Honestly.
But already. Oh, okay, good night.
Where did? Wait, did Starzo was next to him and TP'd away?
He's out.
Yeah, he left. It seems a bit harsh. I thought he would have stayed there and tried to defend his teammate. I guess they wanted to try and play that one as a retake instead. Nightfall thrown through. And we'll give the information on to CNED. Camo's now going to lead the way, but already CNED, he can't hear. He's got lower health, but he's still going to kill everyone anyway. It makes absolutely no difference. In fact,
Ace, oh no! GG! Good job, CNED. Love you, bro.
13-7 victory after losing both pistols. It might not look the cleanest, but it was.
Now, Camo's going to have to do it without sliding in and firing at their heads, but Shados is there to back him up. Yedijay already down. Mr. Fallen does well to recover, but 5 HP left. Bit of damage done either way, and it's all to play for on the A site. Still some players left elsewhere. In fact, it was just Starzo further back outside, and he is being dropped. The players now sectioned into the A site from the side of Koi, and FUT, well, they're about to have a big battle on their hands, dodging the paranoia. Krax gets one and tucked in the corner. Oh, Camo's lucky to check it.
Good job, man.
Apart. Back to a 2v2. HP is the big difference here, but nobody's one shot to that Sheriff just yet.
Spike planted.
Spike in their favor, the double peek. Not bad, and now
Wait,
to CNED. Waiting to see if the peek will come out from Shados. Patiently waiting is Camo. And there isn't a swing. He's expecting there to be one, expecting the trade to come through, but Shados has dedicated himself to the little corner.
Well played, God. That's what I like to see, man.
Now they decide to leave A mostly open, not getting that aggressive information anymore. Instead, looking to reinforce the B site, but Mr. Fallen still loses his life. First shots do connect, but only to the body, although that headshot will eventually put Camo down. Neck and neck. The defenders having to push for this retake, fairly split out, and Koi do know that CNED was here not that long ago. Looks like they'll try to take space towards Heaven to make up for the lost ground, but Starzo has lost his life.
He always has such a good read. It's equalized almost immediately, waiting for CNED. That's going to put the man advantage in their favor. The trip as well has pretty much got them everything. And now it'll be left all onto one, and they're going to clean up this round. A much better start for Koi, as they will convert their bonus round. It looks again like this is just going to be set up as a retake. The players from FUT are ready and waiting. And actually, they're going to be the one to get that opener, but it's very quickly traded.
And damage done on the Starzo.
30 seconds left.
Some small advantage for FUT, but again, we've seen this setup. Koi will wait, run down that clock, play paranoia to go for a bit of aggression. There it is.
Oh, the timing was perfect, man. Nice,
allowing him 3 kills and cutting this retake completely in half. 12 seconds left. That spike still needs to be planted.
Yo, they cannot
I'm
plant.
a little bit worried. They had a lot of time, a lot of space, but it looks like they might have.
Oh my
seconds.
god! He could survive that, man.
Just in the nick of time.
Timeout.
A lot more confidence, seemingly a lot more of a plan. And well, already had a captain under some serious pressure. Trying to hit him with those stuns, chase him down, hunt him out, all the utility thrown in. He still manages to get one. They put everything on Ada Captain in that round, and hey, he did something at least.
Blade Storm acquired for CNED, Rolling Thunder put through. Like I said, this is a round that they want, that they can rely on those ultimates to give them the advantage in. And the shot fired by Yedege lands on Grabinho. Numbers thinning out, and Starzo's only good for one. It has to be Shados.
Oh my
and although he
God.
finds the diffuser, there's plenty more for FUT to fall back on. In fact, the aggression from Yedege is just now coming in. Big push on the A site. That's when your flank wants to go and make that lurk play. But Yedege ends up finding Shados. Now the B site's been spotted to be that bit more open. No more Cypher utility, and the B player pushed. You know there's not going to be someone holding his back. Why would they? So these players are locked out on the side of FUT. It would be an aggressive play to go.
Oh my god.
And in fact, Camo's the one with the aggression.
That's my boy.
Straight into CNED. Gets his one and backs right out. The op is ready. But look at Grabinho's second lurker catching that impact.
Just an irritation. That's now leaving it into a 4v3 retake. It's definitely not going to be easy. Already, Shados will drop another, and
Yeah, I gotta
CNED's
save this
operator
weapon,
is
man.
the only thing that's hit a shot this
But
whole
can
round.
he?
And you can see they
That's
don't
the
want to allow him
question.
to keep it. If they can find this extra kill, it will make the next round maybe a little bit easier.
Yeah,
over the
man, this is
finances
gonna
of
be
FUT.
hard for you, bro.
Pretty good position right now. Shadow lurking. He's not going to get anything. He will meet the same
he saw
fate
one.
as anybody else who's faced off against this operator this round. And CNED even looking for a little bit more. He should be.
Oh no, there's one more.
Oh, never mind. Grabinho's
Nice try, man.
Operator from CNED, much more aggressive than before, and it's Starzo to pay the price. Dash only now activated. CNED staying up close and eventually giving the position up with Grabinho on the backside. CNED now knows that. They'll try to back all the way out, hit by every flash and stun under the sun. He's down and out of the round, and Camo looks to take the space inside the smoke. Previously, we've seen the paranoia used, but Grabinho doesn't have it to work with, and that will stop any ideas of further aggression, at least towards that position.
Take this.
Oh, they're going to continue to push. They don't want to allow
Nice shot,
for a
Cracks.
retake, but Cracks, ever vigilant, ever accurate. It's going to land the shot,
Ooh,
but Shadows can do it
Shadows.
right back.
2v2, man.
A 1-2 punch that puts things into a 2 versus 2. Low on HP, not looking the right way. And now it's Shadow's turn. The IGL trying to lead from the front. On the side, trying to
he
wrap back
missed.
around. He's heard the steps. They may have even heard the drop down, though. They have an idea. It doesn't matter. Nightfall going to be utilized, but he's so close by. The shot's not connected, though. And now Shadow could just play with it. He's gone all the way around, trying to bait his opponent. It's going to be him running into the smoke in the last second, and he will clutch this one out. A big round in the Red Bull clutch from Shadow. It may not matter. 2 players to defend this. Starzo TP's in, but he goes down. Just trying to make their way into the site. That flank is coming, but they found the kills. They've done what they needed. This time, plenty of time to play with. And in the meantime, they're trying to deal with what has been Grabinho's flank, but this time it doesn't exist.
CNED's caught him being pushed on. Updraft used, but he's not quick enough. Neon's right around that corner. Good kill for Ada Captain. Low HP on Grabinho. Camo's being tagged too.
Guys playing good this
Still
map, man.
doable for this squad, but that sneaky spot from Grabinho might just have locked out the round. Ada Captain with 2 more to drop and a crossfire.
He's a dangerous man.
Oh, it's off the spike tap as well. This is going to be a really tough one to find
Yeah,
value.
no
The
time, no
cage
time
does
now.
give him a 1v1, but the shots don't land. And with that halfway,
Oh my
Camo
god, man.
swinging.
93.
I wish Barbar was my therapist.
I don't. I definitely don't.
Well, for Koi, 9 rounds, a chance to extend further. This would be
Spike down.
4 out of 4 pistols, and it's off to a great start. 2 quick kills from Shados. He's trapped in the corner and dropped by wallbangs, but they've done the groundwork. 36 HP left on CNED. Starzo tagged low too. Still anyone's game. And the lurk from Yedege being watched. Grabinho, he saw him. He certainly heard him now with the cage popped up. The rest of the squad on their way, but Starzo's watching the cross alongside him. Spawn being spotted by Camo. Seems like Koi are covering all their bases.
Yeah. They're just playing this one as a retake. I like the decision. Like, Grobinho could have stayed, tried to hold the ground, but much more happy to play as a unit. Definitely still wary that there's some presence on C though, because it's only just the rotation of Shadow starting. And
That's so low, man.
He does have a fair bit of the utility that they have left to play with. I'd be a bit surprised if they go in before he's there.
FUT need this pistol, bro. Otherwise, GG. We're going to sunset.
Here comes the crunch. A few more shots have landed, some players low. Camo 70 on his way around, catches them stunned, good for one. Fights back, seem to be going well, but Yedege, his position known, the reload heard and the spike not planted for him. He has to cross, and they know
yeah,
that
man.
with Shadow holding it.
Damn, go. Okay, guy. I like this, man. I like this. I'm ready for sunset. I want to see 3 maps.
For now, at least, that after plant is going to go through with no problems.
Very late flank coming in from Grobinho. There's a cam watching for it, though. It'll be popping up here and there. Smoke used, blocking out an angle. That this is wise. They might not think he's here. And if Yedege doesn't open cam, serious opportunity for that flank to find value. Waits for the timing as his teammates distract. Cause all the eyes to be looking forward. Paranoia comes in. That might give it away. It should, in fact, but Grobinho still gets one. Fortunately, he's the last man left.
Yeah,
and they most certainly know where he is now.
Maybe try to save, bro. I think it's better.
Isn't shrouded that much. He's out of here. Saving the rifle for the next round. FUT on their way back through. Fallen isn't just spamming back through his smoke. And a lot of success on C. In fact, Shados, he doesn't have a dash. This isn't a jet. There's no way out. Got the advantage and I don't want to say threw it away, but gambled it. And that hasn't worked out.
Yeah, but they might not suspect.
It's baited them into a false sense of security. They think the site is much more
was a good bait. It was a good bait.
Freebie. And he could have even followed up if only he knew how low Cracks was.
Playing safe.
Already, dimensional drift. Gonna get them that extra information.
Cracks is so low, bro.
Starzo tries to stick.
They got weapons.
4v3, get out. Gate crash to spawn. Okay, this is fine too.
Looking good for Kai.
Worried that he might be behind them. The thing is, the bigger danger now is Camo. He's rotated in. Starzo's there for support. For FUT, this is a round is a must-win, and it is not looking like that right now.
No. Looking like map point. It is map point, bro. We are going to sunset for sure, man. There's no way FUT come back here. If it was Fnatic, maybe.
Not too bad, but Koi and their disruptive nature, their aggressive plays have caught FUT once again. 25 seconds left to try and make something happen in this round, and with the high, the low setup, the high disappeared for a little bit. But it shouldn't matter. 26 HP, 13 seconds. So much still to find. Mistakes would need to be made. He's trying to bait them into the fight. Eventually, thankfully, Grobinho will put down CNED.
Timeout.
There is the start. Stars over 1. Actually going to throw out the dimensional drift.
Spike planted.
They're going to try and get the information, but I think they'll have it now. Especially with that neural theft. All these aggressive positions that we've seen in the past from FUT are going to have to fall back. A good opportunity here for Koi to close it, but FUT have been good in the afterplan.
CNED and Mr. Fallen. CNED's baiting a big bait, but they swing it anyways. Checking up top, covering all their bases, and Koi with a much better fighting face. In round 20, they have claimed the map. An impressive turnaround from what was an abysmal start to this series. They've bought themselves a third map. We're going all the way to sunset.
Yeah, you can definitely see where they put the work in, where the hours have gone in for this squad, as they have taken this to a third map, which I think after the first, many would not have been expecting.
Two flashes ready to go. In fact, one was a smoke. Wasn't the paranoia used up, of course. Koi don't have it. Initial fights go the way.
Oh, okay.
Nade trades it back, keeps it even, and CNED pulls them ahead slightly, and Yedege doubles that down. 3 versus 1. Shados, last man, tucked in a corner. Might have a chance on the first fight, but once he's spotted, they all strike. 1-0. B site under threat, big split with lots of utility covering their back and no intention to take it in the other direction. They are steaming forward, and CNED finds his
my god,
quicker than you
CNED.
can imagine. Starzo's going to be fuming after that. Looks like the new Neon patch.
Okay, last round, FUT saved 3 weapons. I think now it's time for Kai.
Timeout.
pressured across the map, and there's been nothing but success for FUT. Now they've got a 6th man of Thrash clearing out so much space, and it's sitting down on the B site where no doubt they'll look to push into. The nade immediately dealing damage and stopping the ult from having any impact, but CNED loses his life to Camo nonetheless.
It's one of the better opportunities they've had.
Oh, they didn't get any space doing this.
Doesn't really catch another captain. You could see the confidence the FUT are now playing with. They got disrupted in their own
FUT is playing good, man.
retakes last time. It seems like our captain wants to try and give them a taste of their own medicine. Clearing out this market area is taking quite a bit of time as well. The Thrash will be recommitted, in fact, by both sides. And, well, Krax is going to stun one up in the backlines. I think
someone to save our captain, man. Save the IGL.
It's definitely not gone to plan, but I guess it doesn't matter. They're still winning a lot of these fights, even sending in wingman on either side. It seems like they're doing a lot of things in tandem, but the fact is the time is now the bigger issue. Ticking away. They've got it to half, but it doesn't even matter. Camo has to try and just fall back, has to try and retreat, and will end up going up with the spike. Rolling Thunder showstopper. But that might be why this corner's actually being played. Camo can't shoot. If he shoots, it's all going to be given away, but eventually the flash does give it away, and now he's going to get hit by that Rolling Thunder. Forced to the back, showstopper used alongside it. They have to retreat out of this one, and Starzo.
Oh, they're picking alone, man. That's not how you play Valorant, bro.
By the time the showstopper is fired, Tom, it's a 5v2. There were no targets to take down. And Grabinho's
7-0 and no money for Kai, bro. FUT just went away with this game.
Might be able to see through walls. He knew he was there. There were a few steps moments before, and evidently he caught the tail end. SMG they've got to work with, although it's the pistols that find the value. Starzo with a quick double.
That was nice.
And the best chance for Koi so far.
Yeah, not what I was expecting in that round. And 2 guns, potential to be retrieved. An outlaw.
I was about to say, be careful, we had a J, man.
Gonna go pushing, and one of the rifles picked up and used. And now Shados has found another. Not the round that we expected to be the first onto the board, but it looks like Crack's gonna have to pull off a 1 versus 5 with every single piece of utility thrown in. I can't believe
7-1. Oh my god, bro. Every day, man. Oh.
Flash primed and ready.
Double flash.
Even a dizzy thrown through with the power.
Oh my god, they were ready for that, man. Beautiful.
Koi, but they get absolutely nothing. Too many players tucked in, ready to fight. After that utility, bloomed. Starzo as well. Unfortunately, cut short by the Thrash. Still 2 players towards the spawn. They're lined up as well. A firing squad of Shados and Camo. One of the only chances for Koi to really find the value with Grabinho spotted out. Okay, he holds on to short control.
Cracks. Oh my god.
Down. The 2 man
He's cracked it, bro.
Spawn. The peek out from short. He makes it look easy.
Show me again, man.
Sleeves are rolled up. You're going to be in for a bad day. And that was as clean as you'd like.
That's nice, man. That's what I love to see, bro. Well done, Mike. Well done.
Basically an ace.
Yeah, the J is a nice guy, bro. I like his energy a lot.
That's what I'll give him. even
Blitz in from CNED, and Shados was tucked in, ready to fight. But not good for the follow-up. Still, it keeps the numbers in favor of Koi as the rotations are coming through now. We see the 3 players making their way down middle. No, they're going back, yeah. The take together makes a little bit more sense.
They've got Thrash available to them as well.
Cracks is 1 away from Thrash.
They should give them
has
great way back in. It's already going to be immediately broken. Now bear in mind, Cracks is 1 away from his own. Camo leading the charge, but he's met by Ada Captain. Evening things up. All 3 players.
Good for FUT here, man. Good for FUT.
As a death ball, and Ada Captain's going to TP behind them. He's playing like a maniac. His 3rd kill of the round, trying to set things up for Cracks, who's just waiting.
They played that so good, man.
With a little bit of madness, a lot of madness.
A lot.
10th round and the double digits on the board.
Yeah, Jay's good in this position, man. Got flashbackers.
Making their move. Camo. He's just been insta-double dinked. Doesn't last long at all. And now that was your main point of entry. The spike's also been dropped in the open. But they have at least been able to find Mr. Fallen.
Breach utility out of this equation at least, and there goes out of Captain too. Koi coming ahead.
Looking good for Koi. Tracks low
The
HP.
death ball has been powerful for them. Once you see this Koi squad move as a team, it's a completely different roster that you're sat opposite CNED, being challenged and tagged low. Rubinho has
Oh my god, what is this
behind the
round?
box. They know where the last one is, and there you go. Just the one for Yedajay.
Don't mind it.
Don't
A
put
chance
all
to be
your
direct. The
eggs
timing of the
on the
flash a
basket.
little bit off. It's going to leave
Have it.
Camo blind, but luckily for them, we have seen the entirety of FUT decide to exit the site and play this one as a retake. They'll know where the majority of these Koi players are going to be going. In fact, every single one of them is sat towards B main. Now, there hasn't been any attempt at a lurk, so this is just going to come down to spam, my favorite.
It's the best part about this.
I hate this
really,
map, bro.
And it's exactly what you talked about earlier. Tucked up, diffusing is next to impossible. FUT try to go aggressive, take the fight to Koi.
How Riot can look at this and think this is good, man?
Blocks are in, and they've done it right underneath.
Maybe they love this kind of defuse.
4 players still standing, Tom. This is the hardest point.
They probably
of the
love this,
entire-
man.
In every map, out of any map.
But the fact is, with already a man advantage, not really a reason to play too aggressively.
Nice,
Rubinho has
Rubinho.
done excellently, though.
That's what I like to see, right?
Avoided the flash too, but not the paranoia. Starzo's here to help him out though, as was Shadow.
The attempted fake throw now, and they might just catch those rotations. 2 players are about to come through mid. The smoke goes down, but the timing's going to be everything. There's also the position of Anna Captain. They've almost walked into the Lion's Den unintentionally. There are so many players from FUT around this angle that Koi were not expecting. They were hoping to catch the rotations, but missed the timing by a little bit. CNED though, he'll fall. Camo's won that battle, and again, brought the equalization.
By a gap of 56 HP, Rubinho was just about able to use From the Shadows to reposition, so the spike is just now making it to the site after a healthy wrap back from elbow to main. Thrash will be used by Cracks. Clearing piece by piece. Player spotted back. That's Thrash cancelled out. They don't want to swing too aggressively though, knowing there's probably a bodyguard. And Camo was dropped
Probably the
right
game here,
off
man.
rip. Well played by Ada Captain as the A side is taken. Plant still to come
30
through.
seconds
Little
left.
header from Rubinho. Just block it, duh. And he's done exactly that. Open space as he walks through. They need somewhere to plant this spike. Although he can cross with the shrouded step. Shados isn't in the same position.
He's been watching the
12
Euros.
seconds.
They're gonna
10
try and
seconds left.
run this back. I don't even know if they
Claim
will have time
Mr.
anyway.
Falling.
Time.
Mapping
Even if
series
they did,
points for
Mr.
FUT,
Fallen
my
was-
friend.
Timeout.
Still to work with, but it can be quite situational. Showstopper on the other hand. Oh, okay. A fantastic cancellation of the ult, but CNED's still alive.
Oh
He's
my,
still
this is-
fighting, and 2 kills
this is it,
before he
bro.
falls. It seemed like they countered him, but there's no countering skills like that. Shadow, the last remaining player,
GG.
has been flanked out by Ada
Defenders
Captain.
win.
A quick conclusion to quite a lengthy series. Good fight out of Koi, especially on Lotus, but this season just got a whole lot harder thanks to FUT. An incredible and dominant showing on Sunset.
What the?